us.
Anybody who engages in unprotected sex, whether married or not, should immediately get themselves to Gamblers Anonymous. Having unprotected sex is the most dangerous gamble that you could ever take. Not just gambling with your own life and well-being, not just gambling with your partner's life and well-being, but gambling with somebody else's life that could be created as a result. Most people in the UK have engaged in unprotected sex sometimes in their lives, and they could have ended up with gonorrhea, chlamydia, genital warts,
Do you have any children?
syphilis,
Do you have any children?
and worst of all,
He's got 3 kids.
the
How many
creation
kids do you
of
have?
children. I don't have any children.
Put
Okay.
down 3 kids from his wife.
I do not have children. Children are not to be had. I was responsible in taking 3 gambles, many more. I had unprotected sex, and I took 3 serious gambles, and so did your parents.
So 3 kids. 3 kids.
Because the truth of the matter is,
3 kids.
we are all sex addicts. Your parents had you because they are sex addicts. They had sex because they wanted to just have a nice
Got 3
life.
kids.
Correct. Correct.
So no sex for you.
That's right, I wouldn't exist if my parents would have controlled themselves and realised that they had a sex addiction problem.
Are you
I
celibate?
wouldn't be here.
Are you celibate?
Yes, I am.
Celibate.
Yes.
So should we go in extinct? Good luck with that.
I've been
Have a
celibate.
good life.
I've only been celibate for a month.
You've been a month, okay.
That's because my wife went away for a month.
3 kids.
Do you think we should go extinct?
Okay.
Do I think we should go
I got
extinct?
the bottom of that one.
I'm not going to answer that question. It's ridiculous. Who cares what I think about what
I made
should
my
happen?
point.
All I know is that there's no reason I've ever come across for anybody, and right at the moment you, there's no reason for you to take that gamble ever. Why would you? Why would you have unprotected sex ever?
To have kids.
Why? Why would you create new people? There are 8 billion poor fuckers here. Most of them are completely mad and completely useless.
Right.
Look around and look at those nutcases going down there the road, beating themselves. That some bloke was saying, I don't know what they're on about. All of them created from unprotected sex. Why would you bring more people into existence?
got 3 kids.
The audacity of it all. The audacity, it's disgusting. Why would you do it?
If everyone doesn't take that
Now,
gamble,
here we go now. See, he's not answering the question. He's going to a red herring. He's not able to answer the question. It's irrelevant what if everyone would do it. If my grandmother had followed...
How many kids you've
1 second. If my grandmother...
the logical conclusion of what you're saying is that no one should take that gamble.
Sweating everywhere. You're sweating
If
everywhere.
my grandmother had bollocks, she'd be my grandfather. But she didn't have bollocks. So the answer to his question, I've asked him why would he bring someone into existence, and he's going to say, well, if everybody did it, then the world would end. So what? Nothing to do with it. They're going to carry on. You need to have a vasectomy, my friend. You need to have a vasectomy unless you can tell me why you should be allowed to make a woman pregnant.
Freedom.
Why should you be allowed to make a woman pregnant? For what reason?
You should be
Say
dead.
why not.
Why, yes, you're doing
should be
something
dead.
very insignificant to somebody else's life. I wouldn't want you as a dad. Look at you, you're just an average bloke, right? Why, yes? Tell me the reason why you would take a risk with someone else's life. Why would you do it?
Why are you still alive?
Life can either be positive or negative.
Life can either be positive or negative. That's not a reason to bring someone in here and take a risk.
You're
What happens if the person is really badly mentally ill?
How
What
many
happens if
kids
the
have you
person's a
got?
psychopath?
Are you
What happens if the child's a psychopath?
Are you mentally ill?
What's the need for you to do it? Why don't you? I'll ask you a question. I want to ask you a question.
Are
Are
you
you religious?
mentally ill?
Right. So here's 2 reasons why you definitely shouldn't have a kid. Number 1, because your kid might reject you your religion, and then in your belief he's going to go to hell. So you've created something that's going to go to hell that wasn't there before, number one. Number two, if you're Muslim, there are millions of Muslim children in the world that need a father. Either people who have got, either maybe their father died or divorced, right? Or they need adopting. Yeah, they need a father. So what the hell are you doing creating new problems? You should be a father to the people who already need fathers, already here. If you care about Islam, if you care about Muslims, but you don't. You don't care about Muslims, you just care about yourself. You just want to create a copy of yourself, your lousy self with your lousy DNA. What? Yeah, I know, I'm saying right now there are children that need a father, right? Why don't you just get married to a woman who's already got children? Why do you have to create your good? Well, take that option, because you've got no reason to have a child of your own. What is the reason?
Why not?
What is the reason to have a child of your own? You haven't given me one reason yet.
Because creating a life, it's a neutral thing.
Creating a life is a neutral thing?
Yes, it is.
What a load of utter rubbish. What do you mean it's a neutral thing? How can you say that? How can you say it's
just became a
neutral
match you have to have
thing?
kids.
You're taking a gamble. It's a reckless gamble. Oh, the positive and negative cancel out. Really? Who's it for you to say? Maybe your child will have a terrible debilitating disease. Maybe your probability, exactly. If there's a probability that your child's going to want to commit suicide, why would you bring him here?
There's a chance that he doesn't.
Yeah, there may be a chance, but you still haven't given me a reason. You haven't given me, you still haven't given me a reason. You're now saying having a child is neutral.
He doesn't have to.
You're saying having a child is neutral. But that's not a reason. Tell me the reason.
He doesn't have to.
Why do you have to make a poor woman pregnant? Why?
She wants to.
Why? I don't care whether she wants to be pregnant. That's because she's
humanity
bad.
going,
That's
to keep
because they've been
mankind going.
brainwashed. Why would anybody want to be
Humanity keep
pregnant
going.
anyway? Any men here want to be pregnant?
I would never want to be pregnant.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. You'd be mad. Why would you want to be pregnant? Oh my goodness, the
Let's
pain.
say I have no reason. Let's say I have no reason.
Okay,
now
good.
tell me why not to make a
Oh
life.
my God. Seriously, if you don't have a reason to do it, don't do it. The onus is on you.
They believe in God now. They believe in God. Oh my God.
I tell you what, just look around here and you'll find plenty of reasons why you shouldn't have a child.
Why?
Maybe they're the main one there in front of
People
us.
around there,
He's
look,
the main one.
they could end up like this guy over here, look.
You're a typical example.
What's right with you? What about this guy over here, look? They end up like him. Poor guy.
Have you been more accident?
He regrets them. Who are you to tell people not to have kids?
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm questioning.
Why question?
You, have you had kids? Have you had kids? Why did you do it? To keep the human species running, you need to go to a psychiatrist. He actually believes that by him impregnating the poor woman and bringing kids into the world, he thinks if he wouldn't have, do you realise what he said here? What he has said is that he thinks that by him having, if he would not have had kids, the human race would not continue. You are not loopy.
He's not taking his medication today.
He answered you
He's not his
because I was an
medication, brother.
ignoramus like you.
He's on medication. He's on medication, brother.
I have 6 children, 3 children.
Evolution needs to keep going with mankind.
I should never have brought them into existence. So
Where
what's
did you
wrong?
come from?
Their problems are because of kids.
Where did you come from?
I also come from the same place. My parents should never have had me either. They don't have a good reason. When I asked them, they don't know what they thought. They just did it because everyone else did it.
Do you think existence is suffering?
Do I think existence is suffering? No. I don't think existence is suffering. I think existence is a whole mixture of things, right? But there is suffering involved, and sometimes that suffering can be intolerable, right? And there are many people and animals on the earth who find it. What's that?
You're a politically correct genocidal monster. These practice bloody features.
Wow.
Shut him up there, innit?
It's a human desire. He's saying the reason why we don't consider it human desire. Yes, humans do desire it, but the difference between humans and animals is they don't just do what they desire. They can think about the consequences of it, right? And most of you haven't thought about the consequences of having children. You don't realise what the consequences are, what they're going to be, what they could be. Terrible. You're gambling. Every time you have unprotected sex.
But your dad's screwed up.
He's whining everyone up.
That's right. That's number one. Number two, even if you're good at bringing them up, which is extremely difficult, right? Even if you are, there's no guarantee that they're not going to be psychopaths, they're not going to be seriously ill, they're not going to have depression. The whole system, especially today. Why? Why? Do you know what it's like to have an ill kid? It's hell. I can tell you from my own experience when my kids were ill, it's absolute hell because I did it. What for? No, it's not because of bad healthcare. They're ill because, no, I'm talking about, for example, mental illness problem. Most children, especially with the way social media works, it feeds and creates mental illness.
Well, it's a different subject.
Yes, it bloody well is. I can show you lots of evidence that it is. It's designed to do that. Yes, but I don't care if you can go bungee jumping every day of the week, but don't force your risk. Don't take a risk of somebody else's life. You're taking a risk of somebody else's life when you have a child. Let me just ask you. Forget this. Have you had a child? Thank God. Keep it that way. High five. Why would you love to have it? You want to have a genetic legacy? Why do you want to have a genetic legacy? What exactly is any good about your genes? Look. What? Why? Why do you want a genetic legacy? What for? Does anybody else think that he should carry on his genes? Anybody else got?
Yeah, but you have it yourself. You have it yourself.
So what? If I had it myself, it's irrelevant. We're talking about the argument. It's irrelevant. I'm just giving you a message. I'm bringing a message to you. I'm questioning you. I will give you £100 if you can give me a good reason why you should bring someone into existence. £100. Go on.
Life could be beautiful.
Life could be beautiful. What's that got to read? That's no reason to bring someone here because life could be beautiful. Rubbish. That's not a reason to bring someone here.
Yeah, but do what you please.
You could look after kids already here.
But they could actually have a good life as well.
They might have a good life, they might not, but that's not a reason to create a new life, is it?
I'm proud that I'm alive.
Are you proud that you're alive? Oh, really? Well done. Well done for being alive. You're proud that you're alive. Do you realise how much suffering and exploitation you have caused? Yes, exactly. Why are you proud? Why are you proud? Do you realise how many people are exploited for your stinking clothes? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine with you. You're proud of that? I wouldn't be proud. There's nothing to be proud of, thank you. There's
I had
nothing to
a
be
good
proud
moment
of.
in my life. I was a bad moment in my life, but I'm happy that I have to.
I know you are. I know you are.
I'm so happy that I get to see that.
He's happy.
Even the suffering.
He's working hard, better than you. You sit in home, you still watch it.
Oh, even the suffering is good, right? Very nice. What?
This masculine mentality that's called because you're suffering, you should break your life. It's part of your life. You're just suffering in some kind of experience that you get there.
Oh,
I'm
is it?
glad that I've been through
Oh, I'm
suffering.
glad that you've been through something. We'll see how
I'm glad
much.
that I go through happiness.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the whole package of life. That's the whole package of
If you
life.
like, I can give you some more. If you lie down here, I can start stamping on your face and then you can have some more suffering. If you like. Would you like that?
Yeah.
No, just lie down here. Suffering's okay as far as you're concerned. What?
How many people out of billions of people can step every day?
How many people is that?
Stay there, stay there.
What?
He's never been married.
Hello. Hello. Fascism is don't believe in Christ and Jesus. They don't believe Jesus. The great of the woman.
We know you.
Yes.
I'm going to ask him a
I don't
question.
hate Jesus. I just don't think there's any evidence that he's come back.
I'm going to ask him a question.
Answer the question. Answer. Yeah. Answer.
I asked him the question yesterday. He couldn't answer it.
Where's Jesus now?